a good place to be. Because I don't care anymore. This talk that we're going to have today is going to change your everyday life. You're going to have to ignore everything, kid. And when you're able to ignore everything, you'll be able to cross the bridge. Otherwise, many people turn back in fear. Can you hear me today? I got the old mic out. Oh, anyone that's new today, we have tremendous stories about what's going on in the world. In my life, everything's glitching. Literally everything is glitching. There were so many weird occurrences, including the microphone short-circuiting live on the air yesterday. Check out yesterday's podcast. If you're new, you're going to love it. So when you see all these weird, and it comes to technology, we had a massive electrical event here last night, and the piling up of crazy things when you notice everything's glitching, and you got to just get to the point where you say, I don't care anymore, and you have to let go. It's the law of non-resistance, and it's very difficult, especially for our men that are like myself. If you're a very driven man and you want to, because some people, there are also men that they don't get off the couch, right? But when you're a motivated person like myself, and you're driven to do certain things, but in the matrix, in the quantum field, that there's a frequency that you're actually putting out that creates resistance, and then all of a sudden things don't move. So when you don't care anymore, and there are certain things that it's easy to just let go and not care about, and there's a term that God always sees what's inside of the heart, and that actually works against you sometimes, because you could pretend not to care, but that frequency is still lingering in the background. So it's a very deep chat that we're having today. Fit Brit writes, facts. These are the facts of life. We're going to have a very deep chat for anyone that wants to totally change their life. This is the message that you're really going to want to hear, because these things can't be shoved under the rug, and it will get more and more intense. Appreciate you clicking the like button if you want to. Celestial Gatekeeper, thank you so much for the super chat. Game over, kid. Yeah, one game is ending, but now you are the control. You actually have the controller now, right? And what I teach the community, people that listen to me on a daily basis, you have to treat life differently than how you were programmed to believe this life is when you were a child. So you're moving from that NPC that's on a computer screen to now you have the controller. Were you a kid? Did you play video games growing up? Oh, I got and you wanted that controller, right? You didn't want to be. We used to play Nintendo 64. We had a group of friends, and we played WCW, NWO, Revenge, and you only had 4 controllers, and everyone would go to our friend's house, and only four people could play, and then you might be sitting on the side waiting for your turn to get the controller. This lesson that I'm giving you today, I use everyday life examples to teach the people. This lesson today, you're going to grab the controller now. It's your turn to play the game. All right, we are getting the one-ups. The one-ups are coming in right now. And there will be a lot of glitches. This is crossing a bridge, and why you want to not care is because this always happens, you are going to actually see, maybe you are seeing the craziest things happen in your life. You are actually going to see the opposite of what your mission, your focus, your vocation is. You are actually going to see things move the opposite way. Ignore it. Don't care. BJ Prickett, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. How's the sound on this mic for now, as I'm ordering a new one? Certain things, you know, the amount of crazy mishaps yesterday. We want to get comfy for this one today. The amount of mishaps, the amount of strange occurrences that I experienced. I gotta sit here and say none of this is real. And when you get to that place, and I feel that that's why these things get more and more crazy over time, so that you could actually realize that this reality is not real, but is a broadcasted frequency, and there is your reality. And because of your reticular activating system in your brain, there are people, there could be two people in the same room, and they're experiencing a totally different reality. And yeah, I'm reading the chat right now. There are people that have no energy for disrespect anymore. You don't have the time for the disrespect, and you have to realize the worthiness that you have. It's actually in the lesson plan today. You only tolerate people that pour into you. You might have been tricked years ago, and you were actually self-sabotaging, or you had people that drained you, and you don't have tolerance for this. When it pulls back, when your life pulls back, and the life will pull back very strongly, so that you feel very uncomfortable, so that you will make better decisions. If I'm comfortable, I've seen this on my journey, and there are say this is not your destiny, but something comes in and it gives you a little bit of comfort. And when you are in that comfort zone, you're not moving forward to your next destination. You're just kind of neutral. So when you listen to this message today, you got to realize there are the neutral things in life, and you feel comfortable. But if you feel very uncomfortable, it forces you to implement changes that you never would have implemented. So later in the day, we had a tremendous lightning storm here. And the Wi-Fi went down, and I got a text from the company on the phone saying that we'll have the Wi-Fi. There's a major outage in the area. Obviously, it was because of the lightning storm. Because I never heard lightning like that in my life. Okay, the whole house is shaking, and so immediately you start saying, oh, well, what if it doesn't come back? Maybe I want to go live tomorrow on the podcast. The Wi-Fi is down. I just went about my day, and I shared with the Facebook community the infrared sauna. I went out. I went into the infrared sauna. I did my detoxing. I just let it go. I said when I come back, it'll be fixed. I'm not gonna stress out about it. And then when I came back, it was fixed. But a lot of times we're painting a picture of a worst case scenario. Oh, what if it doesn't get fixed? Oh, what am I gonna do? What if these things aren't so on? Fill in the blank. So you are writing a story, okay? And are you following the script from the previous version of yourself, or are you implementing a script where everything is working out for you? So there are things that you must ignore. Everything could look like it's going the opposite way. And, even we operate out of a world. There are people that spiritually bypass things, but there's real, actual things that we have to deal with. And if you just shove them under the rug, if you don't address them, it will linger in the background, and then it becomes a chronic frequency. Over the course of your life, there are things that pass through you that don't affect you, and then there are traumas. It was a very powerful Facebook reel I put up last night in the sauna. There are traumas that you hold in the body, okay? And there's toxins also that we hold in the body. So these toxins and the traumas, they're actually effing up the, don't F it up, the frequency broadcast that you're putting out. If you're still holding traumas that are part of your previous season, and you are not supposed to dwell there. You were supposed to visit that season. You were supposed to experience that season, and then that like your body is we're mostly water, so you're going to have to be like the water, and you're going to have to allow these things to pass through you and leave the traumas in the past, leave all the negativity in the past, because then it will continue forward. And a lot of things that throw us off is our drive to fix or control. Is that you? Do you try to fix things? Do you try to control everything? I'll raise my hand. And there are times for that. All right, but there's also the time when you're going through this upgrade that we're all going through right now. You have to implement the law of non-resistance. I like to call it spiritual viscosity, the resistance to flow, not flow from progressive, okay? My students used to laugh at that one. I used to teach viscosity of fluids, the resistance to flow, not flow from progressive, I used to say. So now I could teach about spiritual viscosity. So not only the fluids, right? The resistance to flow. We need these things to flow. The old's got to flow right through us. The new, the abundance is flowing to us right now. There is no resistance. The money is flowing right in. The love is flowing right in. So today, out here on the balcony, we have the term of the of the spiritual viscosity. Okay, so we don't want to have that resistance, and because of things. We'll never get the money back. We'll never get this back. You will clamp up, and there are real things that we have to address. There are things that I deal with. The community here is dealing with. We're all dealing with it, and I'll give you an example. There's a rule in Florida that if the roof is not done, even if you don't need a new roof, they will deny you of insurance. So this month we all have to pay $4,000 for a roof we didn't even really need, and that's a real thing that I have to deal with. So $4,000 has to come out of the bank account, right? No one's coming to give me the $4,000, right? So we might be seeing real things, and this year, which we have been discussing, you are going to see the actual opposite. You're going to see the money go the wrong way, right? But I'm not stressing out about it. I know that somehow that $4,000 is going to come back to me. And these are the things that it allows us to think about, are these rules really benefiting the society, right? So there's a lot of strange things that goes on, all right? But anyway, we all need to have the home insurance for the community, so everyone's got to pay $4,000. So $4,000 goes out the window. And I'm not going to have that resistance. I know that let it go, $4,000 is going to come back. Maybe $40,000 comes back. Maybe $400,000, maybe $4 million comes back. You have to get to this place. Listen, I'm giving you a real life example. I don't care. F the money. Okay, I'm not going to get stressed. I can't get my nervous system. I can't get my nervous system aggravated, right? Because they got to have rules, and everyone's got to pay for the roof. Everyone, because right, if you have your own home, or if you're in the situation, this is the way of the world. So what it gets us to also reflect on, there are the light workers of the world. You say, well, are the systems, you are realizing that you're actually here to fix these systems. And that's why we talk about these issues and address these problems. We don't run off the grid. We're actually here to fix the systems and make it better for humanity. So you have to feel it. You have to feel that's why your journey, which we discussed yesterday, your journey is not going to be easy peasy and rosy posy and all those other words, right? You're going to have to feel it. So as much as then it gets you to, when you feel comfort, it gets you in your mind to say, you know what, well, my income now has to be tenfold, because when these things come up, right, and it's about having the abundance, it's actually about comfort. Those that are listening to this, right, and that's why I could utilize this as an example, right? This is not something of greed. There are things that we have to go about our life, and you have to make sure that you have total comfort. The more funds that you have, when these bills pop up, it doesn't affect your nervous system. What happens in our life, you can't care anymore. You have to reach this place, right? So when these bills come up, when this resistance, and you feel it, and you feel your nervous system getting thrown off. So when you broadcast a frequency of flow, no spiritual viscosity, there's a lot of scams out there. Everything in this world's a scam, all right? So when these things happen, you reach a place in your life, and it does not cause that resistance. You are actually flowing. The law of non-resistance. So in our life, you could say, can I try to control this? I'm here to tell you, okay, and that's why on this channel I teach about your personal health and wellness, your mental health, your nervous system, the time that you could spend grinding yourself about the money, grinding yourself about this, that, and the other thing, and things that maybe not even affecting you. And that's part of the modern society, especially on mainstream media. They get you to tune into things that they don't even really affect your life, and then you are holding on, and you're feeling this dissonance. It's just the dissonance frequencies. It's just the dissonance frequencies in our life. Everything comes right on cue. You know what I'm saying? These things that pop up in our life, they're here for a reason. And that feeling, it's testing you. So I could tell you, and I shared it in yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, okay, was such an important video that I wanted to present to the world. And I've done so much studying and research. It's part of my work. It'll be part of my book that I'm going to write post 2030. Click subscribe, okay? Be part of the journey here. And when 2030 comes, that is part of my work, my lifelong work. And it was so important to me, yesterday's video. Check it out. I opted not to cut the beginning part of the video, because I want people to see, when I talk about quantum manifestation, when I talk about timelines, that's actually a real piece of evidence. My microphone exploded live. I gotta laugh about these things. So I'm writing the lesson plan. I'm getting ready. I got this. This Rich, you gotta just laugh about this stuff, right? So I'm ready. It's so important. Now it did aggravate me a little bit, but in our life, right? This is how the universe, God tests us, and the amount of aggravation, you actually go through it much faster. If that happened 3 years prior to me, oh my God, I would have been, I would have been more stressed out than I was actually stressed out in yesterday's video. All right, so yesterday's video, there's actual real lesson, and watch the beginning. Watch it actually. You could skip to the 5-minute mark. I told people. I opted not. I wanted people to see it play out. Nothing is easy when you go through this. This is called the bridge of incidents. I collect data. I collect evidence. When I come out to millions of people, I want to present people real. This is our everyday lives. And this is the real life evidence of the quantum shift. You could watch yesterday's video and then you could skip when it goes silent for a little bit. But look at this stuff. Look at what happens. And there are people that are commenting. Their electronics glitch when these pivotal moments in your life. And then later in the day, we had a lightning storm here. Reset algorithm. Reset, everyone's going to write, reset algorithm. That lightning storm that came through. And then the Wi-Fi's down. I just said, this is... and that lightning was scary. I saw in the Facebook community, people were also commenting the lightning has been more powerful than ever that they've been noticing. Leave a comment down below if that is your experience as well. So what needs to be cleared out of our nervous system? What needs to be cleared out of our subconscious? The identity of guilt, expectations, okay, and emotional clutter that is not even yours. You were given an identity previously in life. You inherited guilt, and it's not your parents' fault or your grandparents' fault, but if you understand the DNA, the quantum DNA, and the stuff that's passed down generation to generation, and is deeply ingrained into your DNA, all right, it's not. This is where you become the chosen one from your family. And if you do have a beautiful parents like I do, some people, they can't talk to their parents anymore. Everyone has a different journey. So if they're actually, they could actually watch you. You say, you know what? Yeah, I have these traumas, and my son and my daughter is overcoming this for the entire family. These are things that your parents, your grandparents, the traumas, and it wasn't their fault. You know, a lot of people are waking up to the programming of the TV that was passed, and you were in this fear. All the empaths that are out there, and you break this generational bond, right? And some people call it generational curses, but it actually is the programming and this trauma that is held deeply within you. All of these things have to be thrown out, and the expectations. It's one of my original videos. It lasts the test of time. When I teach from a place of authenticity. You can watch that video, okay? Judgment and expectations are lower vibrations that tether you to a lower reality. 7 years, kid, 7 years. Click subscribe today. Click the like button if you want a channel of truth here. It's just divine timing if I'm popping up on your screen. Okay? So these are the things in life. You gotta drop these judgments and expectations. Sometimes in the world, there are people, narcissistic people in society that try to judge you. And they don't do nothing in their life. You ever hear of Mark Twain? You know about Mark Twain? Yeah, you got to know about Mark Twain, okay? Mark Twain said, if you don't want critics in your life, ready? Mark Twain, if you don't want critics in your life, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. The people that are critics of you, they are the people, the NPCs of the world that be nothing. So number one, don't worry about judgment of others. Number two, sometimes in our life we put expectations upon ourselves. And this is the part of the message for the very successful people, the people that are beyond motivated, driven. This is where you have to understand this when it comes to the quantum manifestation and the frequencies. When you put this heavy expectation on yourself, you start to tighten up, and you're creating the spiritual viscosity, the resistance to flow. Valencia Marie 17, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. Valencia writes, let it go and all things will flow. Let it go and all things will flow. We're going to make the rhymes today, Valencia. I love you. I'm so grateful for the super chat. I appreciate that. Siscan 444, thank you. Sending you so much love and gratitude. I'm very grateful for the support. Siscan 444. It's the angel numbers, kid. Overthinking. So, and this is where paradoxes come into play. Overthinking. We all do the overthinking, especially if you're a driven individual. That's why this video, you have to focus on I don't care. I don't give a what. I don't give a what. I don't care anymore. Overthinking can destroy your progress. It could stifle the flow. And that's why in this talk you have to understand I don't care anymore. Just let it be. I don't care no more. If you care too much, if you put things up on a pedestal, and it's sad, it's a paradox of this world. When you put the true love up on a pedestal, nope. When you put your okay, this is my goal up on the pedestal, nope. So what you need to do is find the proof. And I'm not talking about the signs that something's coming. I'm going to get real deep in this lesson right now. I'm not talking about the signs that something is coming. You will get caught in a loop. The proof of what you've already done. So on your journey, right, you might have manifested things. You have accomplished things already. Even though if the topic is different or whatever it is that you're working on, if you are able to achieve the goal, if you are able to complete the manifestation, if you already did it, that is your proof. Focus on that proof. Focus on the proof of what you've done. When you get up in the rising, I'm grateful. I'm grateful I have this in my life. I've done this already. And I know through that proof, that that whatever it is that you're working on, I know I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to care about it. And in the ego, we have to ignore everything. Oh, but it's going the opposite way. Oh, your phone is silent. Oh, there's no one around. That's the void. That's the void of manifestation. That's the void. Oh, the bank account's going the wrong way. Listen to the message, kid, because this happens all the time. Happens all the time. When it came time for my big move, the lifestyle, the place that I called home, it became very uncomfortable. In your life, it has to get very uncomfortable to get you to move. That's a physical move, right? So, but we have to move to our, how we are, ready? How we are embodying, watch my video, God wants you to move in your I am presence. Oh, not what the TV told you. If you're a person like me, you could sit back, you could watch the people of society, and you just watch robots that are NPCs that just follow whatever they tell them on TV. They watch the false idols on social media. I saw some very powerful women on Facebook. They don't have the biggest platform, but they're looking at some of the false. You ever see these people? They get propped up and they get pushed out, and they're actually just talking about a bunch of nonsensical crap. So I see a lot of these. Two of them popped up on my feed this rising, and I'm here to tell you, don't worry about the numbers, have just people that pour into you. On my journey, I rather have whatever it is, and we want our voice to be heard, but you don't have to worry about clown world. You don't have to worry about fake people. And I learned this 3 years ago. Watch yesterday's video. Because I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're walking the walk, you don't want yourself to be pulled off like a gravity tractor by fake people, maybe in your community, that but you have to do this stuff because this is the current thing. Ooh, this is the current thing. I don't care no more. God wants me to walk in my I am presence. Hit the like button if that resonates. Smash subscribe today if you want to take this authentic journey. John, I appreciate that, John. I appreciate the divine masculine in this chat right now. I appreciate the warriors here. Because you might be doing this alone, bro. It ain't easy. There's no support. You have to have the support from God and move forward and ignore everything else. Ignore a lack of support from anything else. The lack of support from the rib, lack of support from anything, you must ignore everything, bro. You must ignore everything, bro. That was a good crack. And your spine is going to be very tight because you're the receiver of the broadcast. I did a full video on spiritual alchemy. Check it out. Signs are irrelevant. Don't care no more. Got to put your foot down. Put your foot down. I hope everyone watching this on a replay writes in the comments, I put my foot down today. You today, you're done with signs it's coming. And it must be felt by your 5 senses, period, the end, and the BS spiritual bypassing. Oh, the signs it's coming. And listen, I get plenty. It's got to be in my hand. It's got to be in my hand. Do you hear the frequency coming out? It's got to be experienced with your 5 senses. Because there's a lot of people, good people. I speak to the good people that you're still here, right? These signs, I've had thousands of signs, but it's got to be physically in the hand. It's got to be felt by your 5 real senses. In this real, in this, not this, our reality is not real, but we are playing this game in this matrix. The controller has to be hit in your hand. It's got to be experienced by the 5 senses. Period, the end. Command reality. Period. And if it's not there, ignore it. Ignore the bank account. Ignore the pretenders that try to fill the void. You might be a single person. There's going to be thousands that show up. I just ignore them. Do not fill the void. Oh, do this for your work. Oh, go do this because it's the current thing. Ignore it. I'm going to speak the truth here. I don't care no more. I don't care if someone likes me, doesn't like me, because at the end of the day, brothers, at the end of the day, I go straight to God. At the end of the day, that's it. At the end of the day, a man of principle cannot be moved. Watch yesterday's video. Tremendous work there. A man of principle cannot be moved. Period. And I don't care no more. Sometimes in life, we're constantly caring. So there was a man, Neville Goddard, he spoke about this. There are people, you can't care. People just don't care about you. Like, you think that there's going to be people that are, and there are some people that will watch every move that you make, but they just move on. They're just going to move on, kid. There are people out there. How you doing? How you doing? They love to watch people that are actually doing fall. That's not your real friend. That's not the divine feminine. Do you understand me, bro? I don't care no more. There's people in this world, sis, looking for you to stumble. There's people in this world that want to shove your brightness down. I always see this meme, and the divine feminine, she has something beautiful to share with the world, and then, you know, she only gets, like, the algorithm only gives her like a certain amount of likes. But then you have the lust parasite modern woman, she gets all the likes on her post. Did you see that meme? Did you see that? I appreciate you hit the like button. I've seen it. And it's just like, I know there's a lot of divine masculine that hear this too. It's like, it's not that there's no one for you. It's just like that your soul is crying out for that true connection. That true connection. Not that you're lonely alone. There's people out there, but that this is where the beta male, they're just that's the bottom of the barrel, right? There's a people on social media, and you'll get a lot of attention from this. It's the drones. They're the worker bees, right? The drones of society, and you'll get all that attention on social media. These men don't feel like this, right? But there's got to be someone that speaks to your soul, and that's what you feel. Not that you're actually like there's no one out there. There's people out there. Okay, Reverend writes, we call them the simps of the world. I appreciate you, Reverend. You got to watch out for the simps, divine feminine. It's control. It's always one of one, Reverend. And so this is where your journey is differentiated versus the NPCs of the world. That deep soul connection. It could drive you a banana sandwich, but you also, this is why if you are making this journey today, and you have to ignore it all, ignore what you see out there, and keep ignoring it. Because this is the game, and sometimes you say, I'm not playing this game no more. If you feed it attention, and you have to understand this life in this matrix. Stop interacting with anything that represents mainstream society, previous version of yourself, whatever it is. You are going this way. You are rising up. You are doing what's called ascension. You are sending your frequency, which is the broadcast, right? Truth Rises writes, super facts. Are these the super facts? I appreciate you, right? So you got to ignore it. you got to ignore people, things, situations. Just ignore it. I don't have time. Because if there's nothing to interact with, and then you're going to get to this place, I don't care no more. And what's the point of being here no more? There's no point. There's no point. So that void that you're experiencing, we're all experiencing because the collective is going through this massive shift. That old has to be cleared out. Okay, that nervous system has to be reset. The big lightning storm has to go. The Wi-Fi's got to go. The electron, the microphone has to explode live while you're on the air. All this stuff, ignore it. It's part of it. It's just part of it. You got to ignore it. It's the only way. Because if you keep what happens is people focus and they get caught in that loop. And then they get caught in the loop. And then when you ignore it and you say, you know what? I'm going to focus on something else. That's why in life you want to be well-rounded. Those that have clicked subscribe, those that show up every day, and anyone that's new here, I could just teach you. I do not keep myself in a box here or Facebook or wherever I'm producing content. I will not be in a box. I will not talk about the same thing every single day. Oh, but your algorithm can't do it no more. You can't live your life like a robot. It's about your soul. And that's why I said you connect with people that pour into you. Simple gestures like I'm sharing this. They're everyday life people. I have a lot of boots on the ground community, people that I know. I meet and greet the people, and then they subscribe to the YouTube channel here. Maybe I came up on your screen. Ooh, I'm on TV. Click subscribe today. I appreciate that. This is what I'm talking about. When it's real, the algorithm will come and go, bro. There's an algorithm in reality. So you say, hey, there's an algorithm. You ever notice that all of a sudden, you know, 5 girls want to hit you up, and then all of a sudden there's nothing, right? That doesn't make no sense, right? All these weird things. All of a sudden, everything happens, or then there's the void. This is the algorithm of life. You are the chooser, not the choice. You choose your life. I choose what I want to put out to the world. I choose the person that I'm saying, you know, I'm going to hang out with this person. You got to be the chooser, bro. Watch my video on Stoic principles, brothers. Be the chooser today, men. Be the chooser today, men. And keep moving forward with your life. And ignore the stuff that is not in resonance to the Son of God. Heck, the I am presence that you are. I don't care no more. I ain't gonna bring myself down there no more. As Bugs Bunny once said, don't go down there. It's dark. It's dark down there, kid. You ain't in that matrix no more. You ain't in that matrix anymore. It's time to rise up. It's time to shine. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm very grateful for the support on this authentic message today. And if the message resonates with you at a very deep level, I appreciate if you smash into that like button. Break your phone. Don't break your phone. Am I on your phone? Are you watching me on TV? Let me know that in the. I'm trying to figure out how to reach all different types of people. Some people watch me on the TV app. Some people watch me on the phone app, right? And that's why there's all these algorithms. I figure out. You're just studying. You're just learning, right? And have fun with life because it's just a game. We're just figuring out the puzzle of life. IQ Foundation, thank you so much for the super chat. Stacy M, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, are you in my head because you always put thoughts to my words? Excellent message. I appreciate you, Stacy. It's the resonance of our frequency, Stacy. There's many people that I'm focused on the people that are making it through. I got to be focused on this word. It's called authenticity. It's a frequency. This is where you have to be. Don't focus on the fake, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care no more. I don't care about the fake. You can't live your life. It's just a design, right? All this, get the followers. We're not followers here. We're family. Have respect. It's respect on this. It's worthy on this channel. It's worthy. You like my big hammer? Right? Worthy on this channel. Family on this channel. And not the fake stuff here. I don't care no more. And I hope everyone writes, I don't care no more. I don't care anymore. When you don't care no more, it's a light feeling. And it actually is difficult if you are like an empathic person and you feel energy deeply. You feel it. But when you let go, you're dropping that resistance. I don't care no more. I'm telling you this. Respect is your top priority. Not to be liked. Because there's a ton of fake people in this fake society. Do you know this? Don't worry about being liked by fake people. The real people that I meet on my journey, they all feel it too. Some of you are in the chat right now. What's up? I don't need no fake people in my life. I don't need no fake arm candy in my life. I need the real. I need the soul. I need the soul connection. The soul connection is towards your vocation beyond the job. It's towards your community, and it's towards your relationship. I don't need the fake. I don't need none of this stuff. It's about your soul, kid. Don't forget it. Golden Lioness, thank you so much for the super chat. Hope, divine masculine, helping men. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I love you, Golden Lioness. Grateful for the divine feminine. Grateful for the lioness and the powerful people of the world. Be a lion. Be a lioness. Don't be a hyena. Don't be following the pack. Following fake stuff on social media, trends, right? What's the current thing? Because all this stuff, truth lasts the test of time. But all that fake stuff, it's going to disintegrate. People that watch this to the end, you know it. Oh, baby, you know it. Caroline writes, no trends for me. Don't worry about the trends, bro. Don't worry about the trends, sis. Yeah, as above, so below. So at the end of the day, how did you want to live your everyday life? Who are you? Know thyself. These are the things I discuss here. And when you truthfully know thyself, you won't care no more. Why would you want to fit into a society that's failing? It's finished, kid. Look for the inverted things in the world and focus on the inner world. When the inner world, right, the outer world must reflect it. If it's not reflecting it, ignore everything. Ignore it all. I appreciate you all. Powerful talk today. I appreciate the like, comment, share. Check out the video. You can't go back. If you haven't watched it yet, focus on that. It's really going to help you because we're crossing this bridge and people get so scared. You can't go back. I'm telling you, don't go back. Don't go back. All right. I love you guys very much. Bye for now.